Good afternoon, everyone. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing, and I would like to introduce Grace Kiami, one of our inductees, who will sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Grace, for that wonderful rendition of our national anthem. Good evening, and welcome to the 2024 Math, Science, English, and Social Studies Honor Society induction ceremony. First and foremost, I would like to thank the following individuals for their attendance this evening in support of our inductees. Pelham Board of Education members, Dr. Champ, Dr. Bowman, Mr. Berkowitz, Dr. Titone, Dr. Thompson, Dr. Callahan, family and friends, and of course, our honored inductees present this evening. Please allow me to introduce our high school principal, Mr. Berkowitz, for some opening remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Sirico. Members of the Board of Education, Dr. Champ, teachers, families, and most of all students, it is a great privilege to be with you tonight as we celebrate our students' induction into one or more of the academic honor societies. Last month, I had the opportunity to speak before the Board of Education to provide an update on our vision for Pelham Memorial High School. And as you know, ours is a vision of excellence, inspired by tradition, empowered through community. This vision is guided by three core values: to inspire, to create, and to serve. When we think of these words, when we refer to inspire, we talk about students that are achieving their full potential within and beyond our classrooms. We think about creating, we think about providing our students with the content understandings and skills that will enable them to create high-level demonstrations of learning across the disciplines, as well as a strong sense of community. And when we talk of serve, we talk about engaging our community through meaningful acts of service. Students, your presence at tonight's Academic Honor Society induction ceremony demonstrates your commitment to each of these core values. But it's important to remember that tonight you are not being inducted into an academic society, you're being inducted into an academic honor society. And it is honor, as demonstrated through acts of service, that is the key to this all. For your achievements are not only worthy of great esteem if you've performed well within your personal studies, the greatest honor is achieved when you apply your content understandings and skills to help a classmate, a schoolmate, or someone in the larger community. There are many ways this can be accomplished, but one thing is certain. In addition to your academic success, it is your acts of service that will have the greatest impact on your lives and on the lives of our community. And the time is always right to do something for others. So So students, congratulations once again on your induction into one or more of the Academic Honor Societies. And thank you for exemplifying what it means to inspire, to create, and to serve. I wish you continued success in the days ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Berkowitz, for your words of encouragement for our new inductees. Our first honor society this evening is the National English Honor Society. Please allow me to introduce the current president of the National English Honor Society, Laura Shelton.
Good evening. As Joyce Carol Oates writes, this is the time for which we have been waiting. The National English Honor Society, NEHS, founded in 1776 and sponsored by Sigma Tau Delta, is America's first honor society. The mission of NEHS is to confer national distinction upon high school students for high achievement in the English language arts, to build a community of academic achievers, to provide cultural stimulation, and encourage interest in the English language arts, and finally, to serve society by fostering literacy. Henry David Thoreau once said, "It takes two to speak the truth, one to speak and another to listen." As members of the National English Honor Society, you understand the importance of communication, the value of listening, and the significance of expression. Inductees to the Quixotic chapter of the National English Honor Society, please rise. The NEHS motto, Yalas Shal Midara, is Old English for duty goes with honor. The motto represents one of the earliest forms of our language and affirms and celebrates an obligation to use one's gift in service to others, and indeed, in the grammatical structure of the Old English phrase, duty actually precedes honor. Service to peers, school, and community are part and parcel of the NEHS mission. Inductees, please repeat the NEHS pledge after me. As a member of the National English Honor Society, I shall endeavor to advance the study of all areas of English and to foster a spirit of fellowship among students, excelling in all facets of the English language arts, ever keeping in mind our national motto as our guiding principle. Yalas Shal Midara. Duty goes with honor. Congratulations, you are now members of the National English Honor Society. Inductees, you may be seated. Please allow me to introduce the president of the Science National Honor Society, Sienna Giuseppe.
Good evening. The Science National Honor Society, SNHS, recognizes students who have demonstrated excellence in encouraging and recognizing scientific and intellectual thought. Our members work to advance our school's knowledge of classical and modern science. The SNHS is a prominent scientific organization that will engender a new group of young thinkers who will be the future of industry, research, and scientific exploration for America. Its purpose is to encourage scientific thought, advance students' scientific knowledge, and communicate with the science community. Science National Honor Society members are expected to also aid those in their community to achieve an increase of scientific comprehension and knowledge. The motto inscribed in Latin on the SNHS shield translates, "Fortunate is one who understands the causes of things." It is indeed fortunate to have students like these here tonight who are willing to share their understanding of the causes of things with other students and community members. Inductees for the Science National Honor Society, please rise and repeat the following pledge. I promise to do my best to represent the academic goals of the Science National Honor Society, to participate in community service and encourage the pursuit of scientific knowledge that benefits all mankind. Congratulations, you are now Science National Honor Society members. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the president of the Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, Connor Norwell.
Thank you, Sienna, for that wonderful introduction. It is my honor to be inducting you all to Mu Alpha Theta. Mu Alpha Theta is the national high school. Is the National High School and two-year college mathematics honor society. Mu Alpha Theta was formed in 1957 at the University of Oklahoma and is dedicated to inspiring a keen interest in mathematics, developing strong scholarship in the subject, and promoting the enjoyment of mathematics in high school and two-year college students. The insignia of Mu Alpha Theta includes the colors blue and gold. Blue represents truth as unlimited as the sky. Gold shines as a symbol that mathematics is indeed a valuable treasure. The insignia represents, above all, a high point in the history of the world, an important relationship in mathematics, one that combines the mystery, challenge, and beauty of numbers with a simple geometric figure, the right triangle. Let this simple geometric proof of the Pythagorean theorem be a symbol for you and serve as a challenge to encourage your further enjoyment and study of mathematics. Mu Alpha Theta candidates, please rise and repeat after me. As a member of Mu Alpha Theta, I agree to accept the challenge of this organization. I will strive to demonstrate the qualities of initiative and industry as I pursue a deeper interest in mathematics and share this knowledge with others. Congratulations, you are now members of Mu Alpha Theta. You may be seated. Please allow me to introduce the president of Rho Kappa Social Studies Honor Society, Brian Nesvold.
Final honor society for the evening is the Rho Kappa Social Studies Honor Society. Rho Kappa candidates, you're being presented for induction into Rho Kappa, a society whose purpose is to honor excellence in the social studies. Our name, Rho Kappa, is taken from two words of Semitic origin. Rho is derived from resh, meaning head, and kappa is derived from kap, which means palm of the hand. Both of these terms symbolize our firm belief that knowledge without service is useless. The principal purpose of Rho Kappa is to stimulate a deeper and more comprehensive understanding of all the academic disciplines which comprise social studies. Rho Kappa is based on 4 pillars: truth, knowledge, wisdom, and service. Those of you who agree that you will strive to fulfill these fundamental principles, please rise and recite the following pledge. I promise to serve others. To search for truth. To utilize knowledge. And to seek wisdom. Through the pursuit of academic excellence. In the social studies. I promise service. To Pelham Memorial High School. And to the community. For true scholars of the social studies. Led by example. I now declare you members of Rho Kappa. Congratulations. You may be seated. It is now my pleasure to welcome back to the stage the other presidents from our honor societies who will read the names of our inductees as our officers distribute certificate folders.
As I read the names, please practice the 1 clap rule. Brewer Anderson, Austin Ansord, Emily Atman, Elias Asher, Rediat Asefa, Skylar Austin, Emma Beer, Benjamin Blake, Caitlin Boyce, Henry Brandler. Judith Brandler, Sonia Brown, Connor Bryan. Oh, wait, I had to write it on the side. Sorry. I messed up. Rho Kappa Honor Society, Connor Bryan, Science Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Charlotte Buer, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Sabine Bouchon, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. Marin Kayola, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Lucas Calderon, Math Honor Society. LJ Casenas, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Chloe Chulette, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Justin Cohen, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Dennis Condon, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. Catherine Connolly, English Honor Society. Addison Cross, Science Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Isabella Cross, English Honor Society. Meredith Cullen, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. Lucas D'Angelo, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Madeline Dankirk, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. Noah Nico, Science Honor Society, Math Honor Society.
Brandon Derogatis, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. Plum Durham, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Samantha Elliott, Rho Kappa Honor Society and English Honor Society. Kate Feldman, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Jake Feldner, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Julia Findikian, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Kira Findikian, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Kenneth Gambone, English Honor Society. Leo Garcia, English Honor Society. Elena Getz, English Honor Society. Liam Ginsberg, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. Luca Goodyear, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Benjamin Gorski, Science Honor Society. Taylor Green, English Honor Society. Scarlett Hanlon, Rho Kappa Honor Society and English Honor Society. Maxwell Hansen, Science Honor Society and Math Honor Society. Alexandra Herzog, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Madeline Horner, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Alessandra Hughes, Science Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. India Irving, Rho Kappa Honor Society, and English Honor Society. Sade Jacobs, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, and English Honor Society. Walter Jacklich, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Daria Jeffries, Science Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Charles Johnson, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Matthew Johnson, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Julian Kaloff, Rho Kappa Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Uma Kancharla, Science Honor Society, and English Honor Society. Catherine Caplow, Science Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Matthew Kaiser, Rho Kappa Honor Society, and English Honor Society.
Grace Kiani, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. William Knickerbocker, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Nellie Kuntz, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. Isabella Custon-Salee, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. Claire Landy, Science National Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Emma Loskai, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Oliver Lavelli, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Ryan Lee, Science Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Jake Lubin, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Faye Luana, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. Nora McGuire, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. Eleanor Mayberger, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Venice Mancuso, English Honor Society. Lark Martin, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Ben Martucci, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. Joseph Martucci, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Gregory McFarland, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. John McRory, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. Paul McLaughlin, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Elena McMahon, Math Honor Society. Paige Massetti, English Honor Society. Erin Moskowitz, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. Jamie Moskowitz, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Jonathan Mullen, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. Chloe Murray, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. Manu Naik, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Jake Namba, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Waverly Nanda, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. And George Negrin, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society.
Christopher O'Mara, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Jack Otter, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. Lucette Au, Rho Kappa Honor Society and English Honor Society. Madeline Pacella, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Dylan Patterson, Rho Kappa Honor Society. Sydney Paulus, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Malky Perlman, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Gianluca Polenzani, Science Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Matthew Prisco, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, and English Honor Society. Zoe Purcell, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Luke Reishi, Science Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Lila Resnick, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, and English Honor Society. Juliana Riviello, Rho Kappa Honor Society, and English Honor Society. Axel Robinson, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Daniel Rodriguez, Rho Kappa Honor Society, and English Honor Society. Benjamin Sasson, Rho Kappa Honor Society, and English Honor Society. Ashok Citroen, Rho Kappa Honor Society, and English Honor Society. Aiden Sina, Rho Kappa Honor Society, and English Honor Society. Zachary Suseta, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, and English Honor Society. Jeremy Tam, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Joseph Vassalotti, English Honor Society. Kara Rose Vitale, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Cameron Wanuga, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Hannah Way, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Shanna Winston, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Stella Winter, Rho Kappa Honor Society, and English Honor Society. Andrew Woodward, Rho Kappa Honor Society. Viviana Wright, English Honor Society. Emily Shu, Science Honor Society, and Math Honor Society. Charlotte Young, Rho Kappa Honor Society, and English Honor Society. Henry Ewan, Rho Kappa Honor Society, and English Honor Society.
If you would just indulge us just for a quick moment, we're going to reread those first few names with the society names along with them. Those of you whose names were just called without the society, just please stand so that you could be recognized. We'll give you that one clap, and then we'll finish this part. That's okay. So we're going to call back Laura to introduce the rest of our. Thank you.
Sorry guys. Okay, Brewer Anderson, Science Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Austin Ansorge, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. Emily Atman, English Honor Society. Elias Asher, Rho Kappa Honor Society. Rediat Asefa, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Skylar Austin, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. Emma Beer, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Benjamin Blake, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society. Caitlin Boyce, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Henry Brandler, Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Judith Brandler, Science Honor Society, English Honor Society, Math Honor Society. Sonia Brown, Rho Kappa Honor Society. Okay. Connor Bryan, Science Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Math Honor Society.
Congratulations to all our inductees. We are very proud of what you have accomplished thus far in your academic journey. Your devotion to English language arts, mathematics, science, and social studies is evident through your high academic performance and service. On behalf of Mr. Berkowitz, Dr. Titone, Dr. Thompson, Dr. Callahan, Mrs. Gruber, and Mr. Sirico, I would like to thank all of you for joining us tonight. Thank you to our administrators and members of the Board of Education for your continued support of our honor societies. A special thanks to Mrs. Juliana DePaula, members of the English, Math, Science, and Social Studies departments, Mr. Steve Revita, and the AD staff, our custodial staff. Congratulations to everyone, and have a good night and a great snow day.